Welcome everyone. I'm Mike Spreadborough, Executive Co-Chairman of Novo Resources. Novo Resources, a gold producer with a significant growth potential. Cautionary statement with cautionary language. A copy of this presentation will be on our website in the next day or so, so please take the opportunity to review the detail that we have throughout the presentation in the coming days. We acknowledge the traditional owners of the land upon we operate. We pay our respects to all members of these Indigenous communities and to elders past, present and emerging. So who is Novo Resources? We embrace innovation to responsibly transform minerals for the benefit of our stakeholders. We embrace innovation. We are not afraid to rapidly adopt innovative solutions to maximise opportunities and increase effectiveness and efficiencies. We have the capability to work across the value chain, exploration, project development and production. And we like to work on the basis of a win-win outcome for all of our stakeholders, our shareholders, our employees, our traditional owners, the communities we work in and our suppliers. So who are we? Traditionally, we've been focused on gold exploration and production in the Pilbara, but more recently, we've focused on the battery metals potential within our tenure. And as I've said, we're very happy to work across all elements of the value chain, exploration, development and production. We are an innovative gold producer, currently targeting 100,000 ounces a year from our Nullagine gold project. We have a very large exploration land holding, some 12,500 square kilometres of land that is prospective for gold and base metals. We've got a defined strategy to become a 250,000 ounce a year gold producer and exploring the opportunities to produce battery metals. As I said before, we're very focused on the way that we work. And we are focusing our work on ESG outcomes that are aligned with the ICMM principles. We've got a strong balance sheet, around $22 million in cash, plus in strategic investments of around 100 million. And we have a leadership team and a board who have had experience on building projects and delivering long-term value. This picture shows our land tenure across the northwest of Australia. Some 12,500 square kilometres of land tenure, which is actually larger than the land tenure owned by Rio Tinto Iron Ore. It's an extensive area that is attractive for both gold and battery metals. We'll talk today about the East Pilbara area, which is focused around our operating unit, Golden Eagle. In the centre, the Egina district, and on the west Pilbara area, which is very attractive for battery metals. So we are working across a range of commodities that we think have got a very big place in our society going forwards. As I said, traditionally we've been focused on gold. We've got this focus in the Pilbara, and we also have some exploration joint ventures in the Victoria in the southeast of Australia. We own the Golden Eagle processing plant, which I'll expand on in a minute. Very large exploration tenure, and this year we'll see extensive exploration campaigns, particularly drilling across our tenure. As I said, more recently, we've been focusing on the potential of nickel and copper and lithium within our tenements, and we have already identified some exciting nickel copper targets adjacent to Azure's Andover project. Lithium is a little bit earlier in our exploration efforts, but we've already identified a range of pegmatites within our tenure. So we see this as a very strong strategic portfolio that is supported by strong market conditions and good pricing. So the Nullagine Gold Project is supported by very good infrastructure. We have a 1.8 million tonne per annum conventional gold gravity CIL processing facility that is supported by on-site labs, power stations, TSFs, water facilities, a camp and administration blocks, and importantly, it's located only 2 hours from Newman, which has a fully serviced airport and is a large regional centre. So a very good base to run a gold operating project. As I said, we've commenced gold production in February 21, and as you saw in the video, in 2021, during the ramp-up period, we produced close to 50,000 ounces of gold. We've got a resource base indicated and inferred of around about 1 million ounces at reasonable grades. Open pit contract mining is our main source of production, and trucking the ore 14 kilometres to the Golden Eagle processing facility. The innovation is important to us. We are using photon assaying technology to provide assaying of nuggety gold deposits, and that's allowing us to optimise mining. And without that technology, we would not be able to turn these resources into cash flow. We've got a large fresh resource, which we're currently undergoing feasibility study and will bring into production. And you can see on the right-hand side, a nice picture of our Grants Hill portion of the Beatons Creek project. Our exploration velocity is very aggressive over the next couple of years. We've done a lot of baseline work, and we're now able to move forwards with on-the-ground geophysics and, importantly, drilling. As you can see on the right-hand side, we have a very large pipeline of targets from concept all the way through to resource definition. So we've got a lot of opportunity going forwards. Our focus in 3 main areas: basement gold targets that can provide mill feed to the processing plant. Beatons Creek is a large gold conglomerate resource, and we're looking for similar projects in the conglomerates that we can bring into the processing facility. And as I've talked about before, we're busy now identifying prospects in the West Pilbara for copper, nickel, and lithium. And across on the eastern side of Australia, we're working with our JV partners on exploration tenements with GBM Resources and Kalamazoo. So if we go closer to our processing plant, so in the picture here on the bottom left-hand corner, you can see the location of the Golden Eagle mill. This picture shows the large number of targets that we have within 50 kilometres of the processing plant. This year has been focused on drilling the Genie project and the Vulture project. Genie is 3 kilometres from the processing plant, high-grade intersections. You can see them there, 22 metres at 1.6, 13 metres at 2.78 grams per tonne gold. So a very interesting project that we will extend our drilling process all the way through 2022. Of more excitement to us is the Parnell-Vulture project. Whilst a little bit further out at 45 kilometres, This looks to have the potential to be a larger resource, good strike continuity, great opportunity to produce mill feed for our processing plant. And as you can see, early drilling has seen good intersections, 7 metres at 7.75 grams per tonne, 8 metres at 10 grams per tonne. A very exciting project, and you'll see us continue drilling through 2022 and 2023. In the middle of our tenure, the Egina district, traditionally our focus has been looking at conglomerates and alluvial gold targets. More recently, we've turned our focus to looking at basement or orogenic gold targets. This area is very exciting. It's very close to De Grey's Hemi deposit. Hemi has a resource of around about 9 million ounces. We are seeing the same geological trends that you see at Hemi continue across into our tenements. And we've already identified the Becher deposit or project from soil samples. Regional air core has shown good intersections at 4.38 grams per tonne. So we're very excited about this area and this prospect. The area is drill ready, and you'll see us complete drilling programs later this year once we clear heritage approvals. The West Pilbara is very exciting to us in terms of our renewed focus on nickel and copper. As I said before, our tenure is very close to Azure's Andover project. And as you can see on the slide here, Azure have been able to intersect 7 metres at 2.3% nickel, strong intersections that give us great opportunities on the other side of the fence in our tenure. We see the same geological trends from Azure's Andover project into our South Court and Melbourne projects. So whilst it's early days, we're already seeing at South Court really strong assays in rock chips, 19.6% copper, 2% nickel. And at Melbourne, you can see some of the results there, 14.2% copper and 92 ppm cobalt. So very exciting project for us. The next stage is to complete on-the-ground geophysics, and later this year, you'll see us commence drilling projects around Purdy's North. So again, very exciting potential on our tenure. We can't forget Victoria. We have 2 joint ventures, one with GBM Resources and the other with Kalamazoo. The reason Malmsbury and Queens are very exciting to us is they remain on the similar geological environment that you see at the Fosterville gold mine, which is only 50 kilometres away. Fosterville is a very large, high-grade gold producing unit, and we're seeing similar trends all the way down into our areas. So late last year, we commenced drilling at Malmsbury. So please keep up to date with the news flow that will come out as that drilling program continues. But we and our joint venture partners remain very, very excited about this area and the potential going forwards. As I said, we are very focused on the way that we do our work, and we're aligning our work with the ICMM's mining principles. So they are focused on working with our stakeholders and making sure we have win-win relationships. Our health and safety and well-being of our people remain our core priority. We're very focused on water management and our environmental outcomes. Internally, we have very strong policies and governance in terms of how we do business, but also in terms of human rights and diversity and inclusion. We will this year publish our inaugural sustainability report. We do have a strong balance sheet. On the right-hand side, you can see that portfolio that we have of $100 million. The majority of that portfolio is involved with our 9% ownership of Newfound Gold, a very strong exploration project in Newfoundland. Overall, we've got an enterprise value of $330 million US, cash balance of 22 million, the securities of 100 million, and we carry at the moment around 40 million US of debt through Sprott. We've got a very strong shareholder base. Eric Sprott has about 9%. IMC, a Singapore-based investment fund, has 8%. Creasy Group, Creasy is a very extensive exploration team in Australia, so very knowledgeable in the area that we work on, has around about 6%. So overall, we have very good shareholder support. So just closing, we're an innovative gold producer focused on establishing a 250,000 ounce per year operation. We believe the way that we work is important, and we're focused on aligning our ESG principles with the ICMM. We have an absolutely exciting range of assets for exploration and production across that very large area of the Pilbara. Given the work that's been achieved in the last couple of years, this year will be in a very aggressive campaign, and later in the year you'll see a lot of news flow as the drilling advances. Good balance sheet going forwards, and we've got a great credential and motivated board and management team. We believe that Novo Resources is value focused and strategy driven. Thank you very much.